This is Justin Stone. You're watching FrontRowFanatics.com.
All right, Gulf Coast independent wrestling fans, you're back again with the Front Row Fanatics as we continue our review of the latest Ultimate Wrestling show, Deck the Halls, that took place this past Saturday at American Legion Post 33. That's 3 times 3 that I did that. I don't know why, but it looked cool. I felt like doing it. Anyway, Internet, take it away.
Okay, match number 3 pitted the Ultimate Legend, the Black Sheep Bobby Doll, with Uncle Jim against the meanest man in Milton, Turbo Ted. And in the end, it was Bobby Doll who picked up the win with a roll-up over Turbo Ted. This came about, Turbo Ted had Bob locked into the STF. And Uncle Jim jumped up on the ring apron, distracting the referee. They said Bobby Doll tapped. I didn't see it.
Neither did I.
But when Turbo Ted turned around, Bob had the presence of mind to roll him up. 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely. And shows once again why he is one of the smartest wrestlers in this area, and not to mention that he does deserve the respect of all you people out there. I don't know what your problem is, but you better start showing some respect to the Ultimate Legend and Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim, I'm sorry I haven't been there for a while to give you some pops. I know you've been getting neglected here, and you know you are an integral part of the Ultimate Legends. So I will give you a definite bow down. Keep up the good work. Bob, you are the man, and it was a good match. And despite the fact that I've always been a guy that's picked on Turbo Ted, calling him Turbo Turd and everything else,
Right.
I hate to admit it, but I like watching him work with the right guys.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, the match with Bobby was a good match. Several months ago when he had a match with Mike Thrash and Milton. 2 good guys, experienced veteran wrestlers that can work well together. And Ted is one of the stiffest guys that you'll see in the ring.
That's no joke.
And he was putting it to Bobby there for a while, you know. I was getting just a minute tad bit worried there, but I knew Bobby, being the legendary guy that he is, would pull out one of his bag of tricks there and get the victory, as he did 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring, and proved again why he is the Ultimate Legend and deserves respect.
Now, coming up next, in a couple of weeks in Milton, at End of Days, Bobby Doll will have a I Respect You match, which is basically a twist on the I Quit match, against BTY Colby Godwin. And if anybody around the Gulf Coast knows anything, it knows that these 2 guys have a heated feud going on. And BTY was not at this event because he's nursing a sore neck, courtesy of Bobby Doll and the Total Blackout and Pile Driver. So, but from what I've heard, Colby Godwin will be at End of Days to take on Bobby Doll in an I Respect You match.
And I love watching Bobby pile drive people, but on that note, let me say something about BTY Colby Godwin. He is one of my favorite young guys in the area, an up-and-coming star, and I just want to pass on a piece of advice to you, Colby. You've come into Ultimate Wrestling now to another higher level of competition. You can learn a lot from Bobby Doll if you go about it the right way. Just think about it. In other promotions where you're the big dog, guys challenging you, you had to beat respect into them and have them see why you were the man. Like you're beating Dynamite Doug's brains in over there in Mossyhead. He's challenging you as the big dog. You're coming into another promotion, Ultimate Wrestling. Bobby Doll is one of the big dogs. You can learn a lot from him if you go about it the right way, you know. So just keep that thought in mind, you know. You can learn a lot from a savvy ring veteran like Bobby Doll.
Absolutely. Next up, our next match was a triple threat match with the Ultimate Wrestling X Factor champion Carlos D'Angelo, the Story of the Year Brian Cage, and a still groggy Party Gras Justin Stone. As you know, Party Gras Justin Stone was knocked a little loopy from his brawl with Mr. Marcus Gibbs earlier in the night. In the end, Carlos pinned Justin Stone to pick up the win, but there was a lot of action in this ring. I mean, in this match. It was kind of hard to keep track of. We got to see a 4.5-star frog splash from Brian Cage. We got to see the Party Valley Driver from Justin Stone. I mean, this is a really good match. It was a good match. Action all over the place.
Sad to say, you're a cheesy boy there with minus his homo hawk, was hiding outside the ring most of the time while Carlos and Justin battled all over the ring, outside, inside, everywhere, and he was hiding back like the scurvy little weasel that he is, trying to take the opportunity to pounce and get a cheap win, like he always does, Mr. Unsubmitted, Unbeaten, blah, 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 blah. Once again, you hit on the outside, you didn't get beaten, you didn't get pinned, you didn't get submitted, but hey, look, that could be somebody calling us important, but you never know with the Front Row Fanatics. So, Cage, you still suck. My man Carlos, the great X Factor champion that he is, got the Duke over a hard-fought battle with Justin Stone there to keep the X Factor championship.
And, you know, I got to say, Carlos is a fighting champion.
Without a doubt.
Pretty much ever since he has won the X Factor title, he has defended it at virtually every show, which is a good, you know,
a good indication of the type of guy that he is, that he just doesn't want to hide and hang on to the belt. He'll step up no matter who you put in front of him. He'll put that belt out on the line and say, come take it from me, boys. I am the X Factor champion of Ultimate Wrestling, and he hides from no one.
Right, absolutely. And like I said, this was one of my favorite matches of the night. Don't know if it was my favorite, but it was, you know, definitely top two.
We'll talk about those favorite matches later on in the night there too, you know, but like I said, another good solid match, continuing the theme of the show, which was good solid matches. Carlos keeps the belt, Brian Cage slithers back to the locker room, you know, take out the trash, that's what Carlos did. So, you know, what else can you say? I could sit here and go on all night talking shit about Brian Cage, you know.
You could.
Because I hate your stinking guts! And this picture's gonna get ripped up, big boy. Wait, big boy? Little boy! I have bowel movements bigger than Brian Cage, but you know.
Just as an added thing, I think this picture will be here for a long time. You know, I mean, it's the way it is. You know, he's an A-lister. What do you say?
A for asshole, maybe. A for amateur. A for anal retentive. I could keep going on with the A jokes all night, but anyway, I'll stop.
Brian Cage is going to get you, man.
Oh, come on, little man. Come on, little man.
Okay, we're going to take this opportunity to take a short break, but we'll be right back.
More beer.